Hello and welcome to HBM's Cryptid-Corner for Wednesday, June 5th, 2019. There are several things to talk about, so let's get started. Our first item is about Bigfoot caught on video in Wyoming. And here's the video, and here, let's check this one out.
We see a Bigfoot. I didn't think Bigfoot was in Wyoming. Some scary shit. It disappeared.
Oh, well, they took that pretty calmly, I have to say. Maybe too calmly? I don't know. They almost seem to be kind of, I don't know, mocking it, perhaps? It's very interesting, but it's far away. I mean, why didn't they zoom? Why didn't the camera person zoom in on it? That's what I would have done. I would have zoomed in on the thing. But that's just me. I would have zoomed in on it. But, I mean, maybe that camera didn't have the greatest zoom. It's probably an iPhone or a smartphone he was filming with. Everybody's got a camera phone these days. I've got one, so. But it's interesting footage, but you know it's ultimately inconclusive, as all footages of Bigfoot are. Even the Patterson-Gimlin film, I mean, as definitive as it is, it's still inconclusive. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's not fool ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves. Patterson-Gimlin film is just as inconclusive as this latest footage from Wyoming. And we have a new review of On the Trail of Bigfoot from House of Tortured Souls. Really good review. I have not seen one single bad review of this particular film project. And it's one of the best Bigfoot documentaries I've seen in quite a while. And Terror in the Skies is being released this upcoming Friday, 2 days from now. And I've already pre-ordered my copy of that. So there will be a review of that once I watch it. So, but yeah, On the Trail of Bigfoot is tremendous. Highly recommend it. SmallTownMonsters.com. That's where you can get it. Not only can you get it on DVD, you can also get it through your streaming services. It's on Amazon. It's on, Vimeo. It's on Vimeo. It's on Amazon for streaming purposes. So I say, check it out. You won't be disappointed. I certainly was not disappointed when I saw it. So, yep, I recommend it highly. The International Cryptozoology Museum is looking for a Menehune bank. Now, for those who don't know what the Menehune is, it's these supposed little people in Hawaii. They're supposed to be hairy, much like Sasquatch. And here is a drawing. This is from the Field Guide to Bigfoot and Other Mystery Primates. Little hairy creature is similar to the orang pendek. Now, do the Menehune exist? That's a good question. When Finding Bigfoot went to Hawaii in 2017, they did not find any evidence of the Menehune. So it's an interesting question, and it does make one wonder, do these creatures actually exist? Are they real? The Menehune of Hawaii directly relate to the reports of the hobbits of Flores, Indonesia, and the Nitueo of Ceylon, Sri Lanka. So, could there really be such a thing as the Menehune? There have been those who claim they've seen these things. So who knows? There's always that possibility. I mean, as populated as the islands of Hawaii are, and that there are some isolated places on each of those islands where something could live. So, I say keep an open mind about it. And finally today, this is a brand new item, just came up. This is a brand new report about Peter Byrne and his search for Sasquatch. He got the FBI to test some supposed Bigfoot hair back in the 1970s, 1976. And FBI concluded that it came from a member of the deer family. And Peter Byrne is still going at age 93. God bless him. He is still going. I mean, he doesn't remember submitting this hair, because it was back in the 70s, but he submitted this hair, which turned out to be from a deer, unfortunately. But the FBI had this in their possession, and they tested it. Here is the actual report. Or actually, these are letters between Peter Byrne and the FBI. Or I guess you could say correspondence. And here's a few news articles. Newspaper clippings. Can't really read them, unfortunately. But it's pretty cool that there's some focus by the mainstream media on Bigfoot, even though they probably, roll their eyes and laugh and say, "Oh, this is ridiculous. This is Bigfoot. Give me a break." And that's just how the news media is. You know, they're very misinformed about what these creatures are, and they seem to be taken in by believing that it's all nothing more than a hoax. I mean, the Georgia hoax really didn't help matters, unfortunately, a few years ago. The reports of Bob Hieronymus claiming he was in a suit in the Patterson-Gimlin film, that didn't really help matters either. But as I mentioned, Peter Byrne didn't remember that he submitted this report. But yeah, very, very cool stuff. Very good stuff here. Very interesting. It's an interesting article. There's several iterations of it. It says right here, Peter Byrne says, "Right now I'm still active. We have motion-sensitive cameras out in the mountains of Oregon." But he added, "It's a hobby for me now." So, very, very cool. Very, very, very good stuff. Now, we do have another announcement to make. Next weekend, not this week, not this upcoming weekend, but next weekend is the Falk Monster Festival in Falk, Arkansas, which will culminate with the premiere of the newly restored edition of The Legend of Boggy Creek, which will be shown in Texarkana at the Perot Theater. That's going to be part of the festival. That'll be next weekend, the weekend of the 14th through the 16th, in Falk, Arkansas, and in Texarkana. So for those who will be attending that, I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun. I'm sure that this will be highly anticipated to see the movie finally restored on the big screen. And I believe Pamela Pierce Barcelo is actually taking pre-orders for the 4K high definition Blu-ray. So yeah, this is very good stuff, and I wish Pamela all the best on this new venture that she's gone on. She is she has fought hard to have this movie restored for the memory of her father, Charles B. Pierce. So I'm very excited about this, because I know there's lots of Bigfooters who have cited The Legend of Boggy Creek as their inspiration to get involved in Sasquatch research. For me, it was the Mysterious Monsters. So, if we could see a restoration of that for Blu-ray, that would be great too. That would be exciting to me. But, not only that one, but also several of these other documentaries and movies and things like that. They've already released Sasquatch: The Legend of Bigfoot on Blu-ray. So I say, why not give other Bigfoot movies the same treatment? I know I've mentioned this before, but I think it bears repeating that other Bigfoot documentaries deserve the same treatment. So, especially the classic, I'm referring to the classic Bigfoot movies and documentaries. I mean, yeah, the more modern ones, they get the Blu-ray treatment. So, anyway, that's going to do it for this week. And we'll be back in 2 weeks, unless there's some late-breaking news. But I wanted to talk about the new Legend of Boggy Creek restoration a little bit. Kind of get on my soapbox a little bit. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see y'all in 2 weeks. Y'all be good or be good at. This has been HBM's Crypto-Corner.